Good Gord. We've got Discover Wildlife from the team at BBC Wildlife Magazine. Okay, so let's just read this whole thing out. There are a few creatures more synonymous with the word deadly than dinosaurs. As a group, dinosaurs pioneered many of the traits we associate with dangerous animals today: big teeth, large bodies, powerful jaws, and razor-sharp claws. Okay, so deadliest dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus. There's no particular order, I don't think, so let's just review them. Let's read them all. 15-kilometer wide asteroid. I thought it's 10 kilometers wide, whatever. There are more than 1,000 species of dinosaurs known to science, yet none are nearly as well known as Tyrannosaurus rex, the carnivorous poster child of the Mesozoic era. T-Rex's popularity made it to the most studied dinosaur by far, yet there's still so much we didn't know about it. Yes, it was one of the largest predators of all time, 8,000 kilograms, it's probably 9,000 kilograms on average, 12.5 meters in length, okay. So, 12.5 meters is probably the upper end. Delivering up to 6 tons. Whether it was a hunter or scavenger, it was a hunter. Seriously, there is evidence of, I think there is evidence of Triceratops bite mark, T-Rex bite marks on Triceratops that were healed. You can't heal, you're dead. Also at Montosaurus as well, but run fast enough to chase down its prey. Whatever could run fast enough to chase down its prey, it likely wasn't fast enough to chase down its prey. It relied on ambush tactics like most other predators do today. And whether it was smart enough to outwit other predators... How could BBC get that wrong as well? Man. This isn't a scholarly article, but like... Man. T-Rex lived from 72 million years ago. Nah, it lived from 68 million years ago. To 66 million years ago, correct, making it one of the only 2 dinosaurs on the list that were actually present on the last of dinosaurs. Okay, man. This rock formation has yielded fossils of T-Rex's favorite prey, Triceratops and Montosaurus, as well as several species of raptors. T-Rex didn't prey on raptors, but whatever. Triceratops and Montosaurus, they definitely preyed on them. Most interesting Hell Creek Formation, unlike a lot of other dinosaur-bearing rock formations, it only contains one large white predator, T-Rex. And just spelling T-Rex wrong. That's not supposed to be a hyphen. It's supposed to be a thought. This alone epitomizes T-Rex's deadliness and its status as the most dominant predator of the late Cretaceous. Correct. It's also no surprise, which this in my mind was given the name King of the Tyrant Lizards. Okay. So we've got Therizinosaurus Getty video. Okay, so it was, okay, I'm not entirely, I don't really remember if, I don't think Therizinosaurus would have pronated wrists like that. It is hurting my soul. This dinosaur lived across Asia roughly 70 million years ago, and spotted these were the largest claws of any land animal ever known, measuring more than half a meter in length, around 1 meter. These formidable claws were gave Therizinosaurus, or Scythe Lizard, its name. It was a bipedal dinosaur, weighed more than 5,000 kilograms, okay, 5 meters tall, okay, had small, beaked head, a huge belly, and according to some well-preserved fossils of close relatives, had shaggy hair like feathers on its back, arms, and tail. Its claws, referred to as ungulls by paleontologists, were not only long but frighteningly shaped too, resembling crowbars. Despite having some of the most deadly-looking weaponry of any dinosaur, Therizinosaurus wasn't an apex predator. In fact, it was an herbivore, and pretty still one at that. I mean, herbivores are also dangerous in their own right. While most other theropods ate meat and specialized as active ambush predators, Therizinosaurus opted for a vegetarian lifestyle, using its height to its advantage to pluck fruit, flowers, and leaves from the tops of trees. How much Therizinosaurus uses crowbar-like claws for is uncertain. Okay, so, from what I remember, Therizinosaurus' claws, although they are long, they are quite fragile. And, they're probably just more used for foraging vegetables. Although they could also be used to, whack some fools. They are more used to stab more than slash. Anyways, something to maybe used for defense. It could have used them for defense. Seeing them as tools for raking vegetation in huge tasty piles is more plausible. But whatever you use claws for, no dinosaur would have wanted to be receiving another slap from Therizinosaurus. Okay. The next one is the Argentinosaurus. The Argentinosaurus were the largest animals to ever walk the earth. Yeah, there we go. This titan belongs to a group of dinosaurs known as sauropods, which includes other well-known long-necked giants such as Brontosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Diplodocus. Argentinosaurus to 20 meters tall. Interesting. I don't measured 40 meters in length, weighed close to 80 tons. 40 meters. I don't know about that. Argentinosaurus probably is around like 33, 34, 35 meters even. Over 80 tons. Nah, that's probably just glazing. It's probably just around 80 tons. Argentinosaurus lived what is now, you guessed it, Argentina during the late Cretaceous. It's known for fragmentary remains, and there are some debate surrounding its title as the largest dinosaur, with other sauropods like Tyrannosaurus, Allosaurus, and Paleontology all staking some kind of a claim. Like other sauropods, Argentinosaurus was herbivore and lived in large family groups. To support its huge size, Argentinosaurus have to eat around 850 kilograms of plants per day. Such a large amount of food would produce a lot of waste. Okay, if I see farm pooping, Argentinosaurus are probably a deadly prospect. People describing Argentinosaurus as danger by just making it take a dump on smaller dinosaurs. You know, just the Argentinosaurus' most dangerous weapon, taking a good old massive piece of shit. Utahraptor in the same list as Argentinosaurus. Well, at least it isn't ordered, so can't really say it's wrong. We can blame the Jurassic Park franchise for the mislabeling of Velociraptor as a large, deadly, and highly intelligent killer. While Velociraptor was certainly deadly to some degree, was no bigger than a turkey, and for Paleontology was the largest, deadliest raptor that ever lived, Utahraptor. It looked like a lot like Velociraptor depicted in Steven Spielberg's movie, measures 7 meters in length, weighing nearly half a ton, and standing as tall as an average man. Its jaws were lined with serrated teeth, okay. Sickle-shaped claws fixed to its second toes, tear open the bellies and necks of the... Oh, my... Man, again, these sickle-shaped claws are not sharp enough to disembowel. They're more so used to, I don't know, do raptor prey restraint and all that. There is a lot of debate surrounding raptors and whether they hunt in groups. They hardly hunted in mobs. They hunt in mobs in which they don't coordinate but still attack at the same time. Tarchia. Interesting how there was Tarchia and not Ankylosaurus, but whatever. Ironically, dim-witted dinosaurs known as Ankylosaurus. Its club tail. Just one connection to its club. A recent study published in 2020 suggests iconic tails were used to primarily fight each other, fight one another. So, relatively solitary herbivore, okay. That had a particular taste for easy-to-chew succulent plants, okay. Before T-Rex, there was a small yet faster and perhaps equally ferocious theropod, Allosaurus. Before T-Rex, there's also Giganotosaurus and all that. So, yeah. 75% belong to Allosaurus, okay. A lot of fossils belonging to Allosaurus have been found together. It's in hundreds of small groups. Congregations of fossils with individuals squabbling over the same carcasses. I'm more keen on the latter. Interestingly, Allosaurus existed with two other large theropods, Ceratosaurus and Torvosaurus. Allosaurus ruled over dry floodplains, hunting large herbivores, Stegosaurus, Diplodocus, and Qianzhousaurus. I mean, it's niche partitioning we're talking about. And, these predators, they didn't really want to attack one another. They didn't want to go into conflicts with one another, so they just did some niche partitioning. It's the exact reason why Gorgosaurus and Diabloceratops, despite being two fairly similar tyrannosaurs, they managed to coexist with each other because Gorgosaurus hunted stuff like hadrosaurs, while Diabloceratops hunted more armored stuff. And then we have Qianzhousaurus, Pinocchio Rex. Unlike others on the list, Qianzhousaurus was found relatively recently in 2010 during the construction of an industrial park in Qianzhou, southern China. Qianzhousaurus was a medium-sized tyrannosaur, measuring 7.5 meters in length and weighing just under a ton.
Unlike other tyrannosaurs, it had a long, elongated snout with a narrow, golf tee-like teeth. Golf tee. Ha 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 ha. Okay, whatever. Alright, this is long-snouted Tyrannosaurus. Some research previously released some earlier inconclusive fossils. Qianzhousaurus lived in Asia, far from Tyrannosaurus, long snouts close to relatives Tarbosaurus. The study published in 2022 hypothesized that Qianzhousaurus avoid competition with Tarbosaurus by carving out its own ecological niche. Okay, yeah. This is just generical, whatchamacallit, niche partitioning. So, there it is. Anyways, we've got the next one, which is the Spinosaurus. Man. Anyways, the Spinosaurus, as you can see here. Nevertheless, Spinosaurus is considered a contender for the largest theropod ever, up there with the likes of T-Rex and Giganotosaurus. Okay. At 15 meters in length, at just over 6 tons in weight. 15 meters. Was it close to around 13 to 14 meters in length, but whatever. Also, the dinosaur size determined by mass, not length. Spinosaurus is one of the only handful of dinosaurs that are thought to have been semi-aquatic. Unable to hunt on land, researchers who were a lot more comfortable in water had a particular taste for large fish, like Onchoperistis or Squalicorax. However, these fish are hotly debated, but there are two main hypotheses. Either pursued surrounding the water, or didn't show them fish for dinner like today's herons do, or grizzly bears. Spinosaurus was one out of North America from 100 million years ago, 94 million years ago. This area is covered with huge tidal flats and mangrove forests at the time, which serves particularly fertile hunting grounds for Spinosaurus. And then we've got the Diabloceratops, devil horned face. The stocky, four-legged herbivore was only half the size and weight of the Triceratops' dazzling head to removed just as not even more scary to potential predators. I mean, there's also the Torosaurus. Triceratops and Torosaurus, prehistoric planet, depicting them, getting more blood to their frills, just making them look bigger and bigger than they actually are. As well as having two horns above its eyes, Diabloceratops has two even larger horns emanating from its bony frill. In life, these bony frills were covered in a thin layer of colorful, patterned skin that served as an advertising billboard, attracting mates while at the same time warning rivals and predators to not come any closer. The Diabloceratops lived in what is now the state of Utah, U.S. during the late Cretaceous. Like other ceratopsians, it is thought it lived in large herds and relied on safety in numbers to protect itself from the apex predator's environment. Lithronyx. Even if a lone Diabloceratops was isolated from its herd, it was armored enough to make Lithronyx probably think twice before attempting to move in for the kill. Of course, Lithronyx would probably go for sickly weak ones. Old ones, for example. For a long time, fossils belonging to Stenonychosaurus was assigned to Troodon, of course. Blah blah blah. Scurried under the feet of larger predators, Spinosaurus and Gorgosaurus. Of course, small predators and large predators, they manage to coexist with each other because of different areas of niche partitioning. But of course, large predators would probably like those small predators as well, thanks to the fact, when cheetahs kill lion cubs, and it's possible that the Stenonychosaurus killed Gorgosaurus and Diabloceratops juveniles. So that that's Gorgosaurus, Diabloceratops. They don't even want to eat them. They don't even want to eat those small predators. They just want to kill them, because they killed their young. Anyways, Stenonychosaurus, okay, it's by far the smallest one on the list, thanks to its large brain, of course. Troodon human intelligence thing never gets old. It never gets old, man. Anyways, Stenonychosaurus might have been around before. Okay. So, yes, it falls to some outdated tropes, but, at the same time, this is a news article. It's not a scholarly article. So, that's pretty much all there is. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next one.
Special thanks to channel members for supporting this channel. It helps out a ton.